Well, we got our first sweep of the season. That's very important when you're trying to jockey for position in the OVC tournament race. We needed to get a win coming off the losing streak we've been on. It feels good to be playing back at home. Our crowd gives us that energy, and I just challenge our guys, let's take this same energy on the road, and that's going to be key for us as we move into the second half of the OVC.
10 threes in the first half. I mean, can you attribute that more to great shooting or just great ball movement?
Both. We got guys that can shoot the ball. Zulquip hasn't been shooting it great on the season, but if we see him as much as we see him in practice, how many shots he makes, we believe in him. And today, the Gentry Center got an example of how hot he can get. I think he sparked that run for us. We know Fitzgerald, we know who he is, but to see Zul finally make some shots in a row like he does in practice was the difference today in that first half.
Speaking of Marcus, of course, struggled a little bit and then came out this game, hit 4 threes in the first half. Was that really encouraging for him to just see the ball go through the net?
Yeah, Marcus has been going through so much. The people don't always hear about the things he goes through. He's basically playing with one hand. His right hand is bandaged up. He got ligament damage. He's playing through that. His grandmother just passed away on Thursday, right before the game on Thursday. He's just got so much stuff going on in his head, and to see him come out and play that kind of game through all the adversity that he's going through right now, I was really proud of him. And for us to be good, he's going to have to be all-conference caliber guard. Junior Clay's playing like that every night. Even in bad games, Junior is aggressive, and we need Marcus to be aggressive no matter what. And when he's playing like that, we're a good team.
As far as Zion, this is probably his most complete game since he's been back, in my opinion. But what can you just say about his just aggressive play? It seemed like he was in tune with everything going on today.
Well, we challenged him. We told him that when we recruited him, what we expected out of him, and he hasn't been living up to the expectation. And a lot of it is because he had a horrific injury earlier this year. I mean, a lot of kids wouldn't even came back as quick as he did off that injury. He basically broke his ankle. His leg swelled up. He was going through a lot. And he was on pace. Even in that game, he had 23 points with 9 minutes to go in that game. I mean, he was on pace to get going, and he's finally starting to get his rhythm back. And I was glad for him as well. We had so many guys that play well, but Zion Griffin was preseason all-conference. And today, when you watch us play, you can see why he was preseason all-conference. Now, the challenge is going to be do that every night. It might not be 19 and 10, but play with that kind of aggressiveness, get downhill, be a monster on defense, rebound the ball. He should get double-figure rebounds every game. And so for us to be good in the second half of the season, we need Zion to be all-conference caliber guy.
For them, Childs and Trimble got hot in the second half. Would you attribute that to you guys? Like you always say, we get a big lead and we kind of slack off. Would you talk about that a little bit? You got up 22 and then they came back.
Yeah, well, it's college basketball. These guys, Lindenwood's they're a good team. They got good shooters. Chris Childs, we circle. He's a starter for them. He's been coming off the bench lately, and they're very capable. Trimble's an amazing shooter. Every time he shot it, it looked like it was going in. And credit to those guys. Every time we made a mistake, they made us pay. They went 8 for 12 from 3 in the second half. Got to tip your hat to them.
All right, Coach, and then what do you got to do to carry on to next week? Got 2 road games coming up. How do you take this and carry on the next week?
What it boils down to is production. Coaching staff, we're doing the same scouting reports, coaching the same, schemes don't change, our coverages don't change. We just have to produce, and tonight we produce. Now, produce on the road. Have the same type of locked-inness and the same urgency. You're looking at the stat sheet, you made 13 threes tonight. Well, we've had games we couldn't even buy a shot. Free throw line wasn't great. 12, well, I'll take 12 or 16 any game, but the last game we just had, I think David and Don were combined 2 for 8, 2 for 10, something crazy like that. You have to produce, guys getting double-doubles, Don getting 12 points, Marcus getting 22. Marcus just had 3 points last game. So, and I'm not necessarily saying these guys have to get 20, but they have to produce on the road. The same shots that we got tonight that we made, we've been missing them. So make timely shots, continue to stay in the gym, get shots up with confidence, and then let that permeate, and let's let this winning feeling be addictive, and hopefully it carries it to 2 big road games next week.
Last question, Coach. 18 assists. You got guys sharing the ball. I know you've been talking about that lately. 6 assists with Marcus and 5 for Junior. How happy are you about how you shared the ball tonight?
We made that change in the SEMO game. We were watching some film and realizing that we haven't been sharing as much, and we're one of the best sharing teams in the league. We feel like we got one of the best backcourts in the league, but we weren't sharing. It was one pass shot. First good shot we get, we were taking. So against SEMO, you saw, consider we think we had 14, 16 assists in the first half, 23 for the game. Like, that's how our team's got to play to be good. So sharing the ball is key for us, and the key is to share it even when those shots are not dropping. Share it even when that ball gets bobbled out of bounds or the big man misses an easy layup around the rim. Just keep sharing it, because sometimes when you don't, you take the quick shot, and now the teams go on runs. We have these lulls. So just challenging our guys to continue to share it. 18 assists tonight on 29 field goals is a good job.
Anything else, Coach?
Just the Gentry Center, man. Just continue to come out and support this team. We got 4 home games left. Good crowd today on a Saturday. I don't know when we play home again. I think it's next Thursday after,
Yes.
February 9th. We need February 9th. That's alumni weekend. So we got Dick Barnett's coming back. All basketball alumni are coming back that weekend. We need you out here to support. The 30-year anniversary of the NCAA tournament team is going to be in the building that weekend, the 9th and 11th, both games. We need Nashville to come out. Let's have amazing crowds 9th and 11th. And when you're here and when you're shouting, we're a really, really good team. So I'm looking forward to our next home game. But as we move forward into next week, all we're focusing on is the road.
All right, Coach. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thank y'all.
Coach.